Super 73, an e-bike brand that we have all come to know and love. It is prolific in the e-bike sphere. And yes, a lot of people are buying these because they look great, they feel great to ride. However, we have an alternative, so maybe don't just go throwing your money straight at it just yet. I'm talking about a lovely little British bike called the NewGen 345. Hello Electroheads, today I'm going to be doing a comparison video between the Super 73 ZX and the NewGen 345. Now I just want to give a big shout out to Fully Charged, the electric bike store just across the road in London. You can check out their website, they have a load of 73s available for you to buy right now, but we are going to be focusing on this one because it's only £9 more expensive, and I mean £9 more expensive than the NewGen. Let's do some comparisons. Super 73 are well known for their beautiful bikes. They've got that combination of heritage design with modern performance. Some key features with the ZX, it's got an aluminium frame, which is great for keeping at bay corrosion and rust, so it can last as long as you need it to. It's set up with lights front and rear. It's also got a couple of 20-inch tyres which soak up all the potholes and bumps that you need it to get over, and it's also got some mudguards as well, which is always a bonus. Super 73 recommend that you can be about 4'11" to 6'6" to get on this bike. I'm 5'10" and yeah, it's a pretty comfy size. I quite like the size actually. So where we've got the American influencer, we have here the British newcomer. NewGen are new kids on the block. They started up in 2020, and as you can see, it's gorgeous. It's got that beautiful cruiser vibe to it. And I have to say, I actually think I prefer the design more than the ZX. Don't tell anyone. I've just told everyone. Looking at the 345, it is pretty similar to the ZX, but with just a couple of different features. I mean, you will first see the standout cargo space that you've got in the middle of the bike. Very clever design there, really utilising that gap. That wood just pops with the matte black frame. Another handy little feature is a USB port, which is integrated into the battery itself, so you can plug in your phone whilst you're on the move, pop it in your pocket, and you can juice up. Putting the two side by side, you can see that the 345 is a little bit bigger to the ZX, but that does just give you a bit more of a command on the road. The bike has got that cafe racer cruiser vibe, which means you've got that lovely relaxed upright riding position thanks to the frame's geometry, which is always a winner in my eyes. Just like the ZX, the 345 also has an aluminium frame, 20-inch wheels and stunner lights front and rear. It doesn't, however, have mudguards, so make sure you're wearing something that you don't mind getting mucky.
Well, that's a quick overview of the two bikes. Now I think it's about time we put them through their paces.
So NewGen won the contest with looks and functionality, but that is just my opinion. Comment down below, let me know if you think differently. Or if you agree, just comment and let me know what you think. So next up, we are going to be testing speed. We're going to do a drag race. This is our speed queen, Manisha. So we are going to do a head-to-head and see who wins in 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, it's well even! Oh my God!
Oh, it's a close one, but it looks like the ZX just beat the 345 to it.
Well done, mate. That was solid. Well, Super 73, you won this round, but I think we should take these bikes for a ride. I quickly want to interrupt this video just to shout out to all of our patrons. If you haven't signed up already, you can pay as little as $1, £1, and you'll be supporting Electroheads HQ. And most importantly, we are going to be releasing exclusive videos, content, and a giveaway for electric bikes, electric scooters every month. So get on it. So let's talk about the feel of the ZX. It is a lovely bike to ride. It's popular for a reason. A few things I want to point out. Firstly, let's talk about the actual length of the legs of the pedals. I don't know if that's the correct phrase. Comment below, let me know what the exact term is. But you can see that it's just super short. So you've got a really different feel of ride. And it's very comfortable to pedal on as well. I, as a cyclist, love to pedal around. I love to feel like I'm getting a little bit of exercise, and obviously you do get that with the bike, but you can also ramp it up. It's got 4 levels of assist, which means you accelerate at quicker paces the higher level you go. On level 4, you zoom off, just like this. Oh, sorry guys, you're back with me. I had to scoot off. Anyway, one thing I would note though, brakes, they're not hydraulic. For 2,500 quid, bye Cole. What are you doing, Cole?
Is there like an AA for one-wheel recovery, or? Well, this is basically it, isn't it?
One eternity later.
Still walking.
Cole's just switched one wheels because that's the kind of people we are. We just got a spare one wheel on hand. Like I was saying, the brakes. So these aren't hydraulics, they're disc brakes, which in comparison to the NewGen, you really do feel a difference. And like I was saying, for £2,500, you would kind of expect some better brakes, really. Another thing I want to talk about is comfort, which is a huge decider when you're spending a few £1,000s on an electric bike. Overall, really comfortable. It does have a solid frame, however, so there isn't that suspension like the NewGen has, but those wheels, they soak up all the potholes and bumps that you need. It just doesn't quite beat the NewGen though. In the UK, you can buy the ZX with the 250 watt motor. However, a little birdie tells me that when you buy it, you download the app, register it, and you can actually unlock it to 750. So look, I'm not telling you to do that, but it's in your hands if you did want to. The NewGen, however, 250 watt, or you go up a couple £100 and you get the 750 watt. Again, totally up to you, but that is the only real difference on the NewGen 250 and 750. Switching up onto the NewGen, you feel such a difference in terms of the positioning of the ride. You're sitting upright. I have to sit a lot further so that I can actually pedal on this bike. When you sit further back in that kind of cruiser positioning, it's actually a little bit difficult to pedal just because this bit is quite wide, but NewGen just recommend you sit forward, and actually once you put it up to like level 4 or 5 assist, you kind of barely need to pedal. It just sort of takes you as you go. One thing about this bike, it has a throttle, which is not legal in the UK, very much legal in the US, but sometimes you can just, on a quiet road, rest your legs and do some gymnastics.
She's really good.
Sorry guys, I keep leaving you. But you can see that was level 5 assist, and you do go flying. I mean, obviously we've done the speed test, so you know how quick this goes. But overall, I really love the comfort of this ride, and just knowing that you can just slot in your bag in between your legs or whatever you want to put on this platform is a lovely little added bonus. Let's talk about brakes really quickly. Are you ready for me to slam the brakes? Because I'm gonna leave you. You ready, Cole?
Yeah.
Oh.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
You saw that, right? Hydraulic brakes. Also, Magura. These are top of the line. You get these on like mountain bikes. You're paying £2.5 for this, and you're getting it with the brakes. Super, super sharp. Finally, let's talk about comfort. I sort of noted on the sort of riding position, but let's talk about the suspension. The front forks are incredible. Check this. Oh my God. Basically, the suspension is really great. It's one of the comfiest rides. I'm even gonna say it could be comfier than the Mate X, which I love. And you can check out a video that we did. Have we done a video on the Mate X? I've done a video on the Mate X versus the Mate City. Was it the Mate City? I have in fact done a video on the Mate X versus the Mate City, which you can check out by clicking this link above. This could potentially be topping it right now. Final thoughts? Well, these two bikes behind me, they unlock that sense of adventure, that ability to have that freedom that you need, just like a car would, but far less polluting, and I would argue, way more fun. The Super 73 has become an obvious choice because there's been such a huge community that has been built around this bike. There's a huge modding culture involved with this as well. People who are reupholstering the seats and adding boombox and batteries, and if you're into that kind of thing, then this bike is the bike for you. However, The NewGen, like I said, it's a new kid on the block, but it feels like you're riding a sofa. It's incredibly comfortable, and it's one of those bikes that you can just take cruising at the weekends or even just cruise to work. All in all, both are pretty evenly matched, so it just kind of depends on what you're after. The American influencer or the British newcomer that is super hella comfy. So before you go and buy that Super 73, just take a look at some of the other bikes on offer. Take a look at the NewGen, see what you think, because you might be surprised. And let me know down in the comments, which bike would you go for? Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.